welcome to Tucker Does Yoga. Today Tucker and I will be doing a pretty gentle flow this morning. He is all limbered up and ready to go. So we'll start in a nice tabletop position with our knees hip width apart and our hands shoulder width apart. And just rooting down through the tops of your feet and through your hands. Bringing your left arm up into the air and then threading it through your right arm. And just resting your head on the mat, bringing your left shoulder to the mat. Breathing deeply here through your belly, ribs, and chest, and from your chest, ribs, and belly. On your next exhale, slowly rise up. Bringing your left arm back into the air and bringing your arm back into a tabletop position. On your next exhale, see what a good downward dog that was. Wow. Tucker is such a good yoga model. On your next exhale, bring your right arm up into the air and then thread it through your left arm, bringing your head to the ground and your right shoulder to the ground. Taking a deep breath here from your belly, ribs, and chest. Bless you, Tucker. And from your chest, ribs, and belly. On your next exhale, slowly rise up, coming back to a tabletop position, and just sending your hips back for a wide-legged child's pose. Hey, Tucker, you trying to find your tail? On your next exhale, rising up again to a tabletop position, curling your back toes and sending your hips back for a downward facing dog. Breathing deeply here, sending your hips back. And on your next exhale, bringing your right leg up for three-legged dog and bringing your right knee to right wrist for pigeon pose. We're going to stay in proud pigeon, so keeping your head and chest up. There you go. Breathing deeply in pigeon pose, making sure that your left leg is nice and straight. And on your next exhale, curling your back toes and sending your right leg back up for three-legged dog and back into downward facing dog. On your next exhale, we're doing downward dog together. Oh my gosh, Tucker just laid his head on my hand after we both did downward facing dog at the same time. I can't even handle. On your next exhale, bring your left leg up for three-legged dog and bring your left knee to left wrist for proud pigeon on the other side. Give Tucker some attention. He looks like an Arabian prince right now, just lazing about. When Tucker was a puppy, he was born in January, so he was potty trained on snow. So when springtime came, when he was a puppy, he didn't know that he was supposed to go on grass. So he started going on our white carpet because it closely resembled snow. Fortunately, that phase is done. So on your next exhale, curl your back toes under and send your left leg back into the sky for three-legged dog and then coming back into the resting posture of downward facing dog. On your next exhale, slowly bring your hands to meet your feet and rising up to mountain pose. So we'll start with an eagle pose. So bringing your right leg around wrapping it around your left leg. This is super hard to do with Tucker leaning 110 pounds against me. Keeping your hips nice and square, extending the space in your side body. And so to do eagle arms, I'm bringing my right hand, wrapping it around my left. So if your shoulders are really tight, this can be as far as you go, and that's totally okay. Right now I'm trying to teach Tucker about consent because he keeps pushing his nose into people's crotches, which is fine when it's mine, but not everyone consents to a dog's snout in their crotch. So breathing deeply here, making sure their shoulders are back and away from the ears. On your next exhale, slowly unravel your arms and bringing your legs centered. Give your dog some nice love and attention. And on your next exhale, we're gonna do the other side. So bringing your left leg to wrap around the right, keeping the hips nice and square, and bringing the arms up, extending space in the side body. Tucker, consent. And wrapping the left arms around the right. Taking a deep breath here, allowing yourself to be rooted through your right foot. And on your next exhale, slowly unravel. Coming back into mountain pose, shoulders back and away from the ears. Giving Tucker some nice attention. He usually sleeps with me, and he now knows which side of the bed is mine. He's been respecting that. So on your next exhale, bringing the legs wide apart, bringing the arms up and overhead, and hinging at the hips for a wide-legged forward fold. Feeling your lower back release in this posture, giving Tucker all of the love he deserves, letting your head hang heavy. And on your next exhale, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. From wide-legged forward fold, turning your right foot towards the front. Keeping your left foot facing out and hips squared forward for warrior two. Extending space in the side body, bringing the hands to either side, looking forward, keeping the hands either facing up or facing down, whatever is most comfortable. Breathing deeply here, making sure the shoulders are back and away from the ears. On your next exhale, bring your left hand to left thigh, bringing your right hand up and overhead. Breathing deeply here. And on your next exhale, bringing your right hand to right ankle, left hand in the sky, gazing up. Breathing deeply here. And on your next exhale, slowly coming back up to warrior two. Bringing the feet back to the center, taking a deep breath in, hands overhead, and hinging with the waist for another wide-legged forward fold. Feeling the back release here. Breathing deeply, head hanging heavy, and on your next exhale, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. On your next exhale, bringing your left toe toward the side, keeping your right toes facing out, hips squared to the side. Left knee over left ankle, extending space in the side body, hands outstretched, facing forward. Breathing deeply here. You can't see it, but Tucker's head is on my foot right now, and it is the sweetest thing that I've ever had in the entire world. On your next exhale, bringing your right hand to your right thigh, bringing your left hand overhead, breathing deeply here. And on your next exhale, bringing your left hand to left ankle, right arm overhead, gazing up towards the ceiling, keeping your back leg engaged. On your next exhale, slowly rising up, toes facing forward. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, bringing the hands overhead, and as you exhale, hinging forward at the hips for one more wide-legged forward fold. On your next exhale, slowly rising up. And on your next exhale, slowly coming down to your belly. So going into bow pose, just kick your heels to your buttocks and slowly reach back for your ankles and just allow yourself to feel what this feels like. And on your exhale, Tucker just farted in my face. That is what yoga is with a dog. On your next exhale, slowly rise up, bringing your chin and chest up, and just allow yourself to go only about like 70% of what you could go, just to have a lot of grace for your body in the morning. On your next exhale, slowly lower down. Cuddle time. Just a quick cuddle break with Tucker till we get back to it. There's nothing like the smell of a dog's paw. So from the ground, we'll just do one upward facing dog really gently, bringing the knees off the floor, shoulders back and away from the ears, and just breathing deeply. And slowly lowering down. There's like nothing like the way that Tucker looks at me. It is so precious. That's my standard for a relationship, as someone who looks at me the way Tucker looks at me. He's the best. You can find Tucker on Instagram if you want. Tucker Does Yoga is his Instagram. You'll get cute pictures of him at work, at play, doing yoga, lots of fun things. So on your next exhale, slowly push yourself up, and we'll come into a seated position. I'm gonna give Tucker some nice love after he's worked so hard today doing yoga with me. And we're just gonna do a forward fold from Sukhasana, so bringing the arms up and overhead and gently folding over. And just being gentle with the limitations of your body this morning. Breathing deeply from your belly, ribs, and chest. And from your chest, ribs to belly. On your next exhale, slowly come up. And thank you for joining Tucker and I for yoga this morning. Stay tuned. Every week we'll be here doing yoga together, having a great time, laughing together, Tucker farting in my face. It is all part of the process.